Rollie, you've been a part of some heated rivalries over the course of your career with BYU, Utah, I'm sure. Does that help prepare you for maybe what you're going to experience for the first time on Friday?
Yeah, I think rivalries and then just other big games versus big-time opponents, playing in the Pac-12 and the Mountain West. But I think just being a part of an in-state rivalry like that, playing by BYU 4 years in a row, just understanding the level of intensity, and then obviously just the communities of both schools really embracing that rivalry and obviously wanting a big win. I think for me, the biggest thing is just keeping our team composed and poised, just knowing I've been in those situations before and trying to control the pace the best I can.
What's the key in a setting like that, in a rivalry game, when you guys are going on the road for the first time? What's the key to handling that moment and what you're preaching to maybe some of the younger guys that haven't seen it?
Yeah, I think just, coming out and playing our game and being aggressive. You can't be tentative or on your heels. I think that's huge for us. And I think we've shown that in other games, especially early this season. First couple of games, just not getting out to great starts, whether it's the start of the game or the half. But just being aggressive and taking care of the ball. We've had some turnover issues, and I think it'll really help us if we take care of the ball in the start of the games and the start of the second half as well.
What do you think you got out of the St. Mary's game on Sunday? Is there anything you think you learned from that as a team?
Yeah, I think we had a lot of errors, especially on the defensive end, that are correctable. So I think everything we did wrong is correctable, which is good. But I think it just showed us, even playing as poorly as we did, we still had a chance to win that game versus a very good St. Mary's team. So I think for us, it's just kind of embracing the little things in practice and really growing upon what we've been trying to establish here as a program this season.
What stands out to you about Creighton as you kind of look at them?
Obviously, their size with Kolkbrenner, a really dominant force so far this season and throughout his career. And then they play fast. And they have great backcourt with former teammate Steven and Pop Isaacs. So I think, they spread the floor well with a lot of shooting, and he's a beast down low. So I think we just need to really get back and settle in on the defensive end and make things difficult for them.
How much do you talk to Steven at all, just in the offseason since you guys have left?
Yeah, I only had 1 year with him, so it's a little different. But I'd say, I've seen him a couple times in the airports in Utah when I was still there. And it's always a good relationship. He's a great guy, a great person, a great player. And so I think, we obviously competed my freshman year and then played together and then went our separate ways. But I think he's just a great guy and glad for the success he's had and just excited to get to play against him.
Have you seen Braxton embrace the challenge of guarding Kalkbrenner?
Yeah, I think Braxton and all our bigs, and really it's on the guards as well, just with our game plan and how we're going to defend their team. But those guys have been really working in practice, just getting down the floor because he runs the floor as well. And obviously I mentioned their pace, but they get down quick. So we're really trying to work on that stuff in practice, and they've been great. Him, Andrew, BK, everybody. So I think, keeping those guys' confidence and then finding them as well in the offensive end. I think we haven't done a great job with that, to keep them engaged and help them get going as well.
With pace, talk about a team that thrives so much in transition the way Creighton does. How much onus are you putting on yourself to make sure that things don't get sped up and you don't kind of get into a track meet with them?
Yeah, I think it starts by getting back, obviously, and part of that is turning the ball over or missing easy bunnies at the rim or throwing stuff up where it gets blocked, obviously with an elite shot blocker. So stuff like that, kind of just getting us into our stuff as well on offense. I think making sure people are in the right spots and taking opportunities when we have them. And again, though, not playing tentative. I think just really making sure we're poised with the ball and getting us into our actions. I think that's on me and Aaron a lot. And so we're looking to do a good job with that, and hopefully that'll control the pace to, how we like it, because we like to get out and run as well.
You're eager for that game where just guys start hitting from outside. Fred says in practices it's looked different maybe than it has in the game from behind the arc.
Yeah, I think we've struggled as a team with some shooting stuff. And part of that, I don't think we've been screening well and moving as well as we have in practice. Gavin lit up the floor today. and Connor's been shooting well. And so those guys, coming off the bench, being able to come in and produce like that is big. And I think they've gotten good looks. Some of them haven't fallen each game, but I have the utmost confidence in our guys and our staff that we're going to put everyone in the right position, and they're going to fall eventually. Once we break one or two games open, it'll be exciting. But even when those guys are missing, I have confidence in them.
A guy like Berke, it seems like confidence was just kind of an issue for him early on, adjusting to things here. How important was the game like Sunday to see shots fall and kind of get into a groove offensively for him? Do you just notice a difference in him? Yeah,
I think it. Obviously, you don't want your offense to dictate how you play on the defensive end or anything like that, but I think it also helps, to get guys going a little bit. I think for him, just being aggressive, I thought early on he passed up on some open looks, and he's a good shooter as well, that maybe he just needs to pull, or a good shot we get early for him is actually a great shot for the team. And so I think just trying to get everybody just to be decisive and make the plays they're capable of. And I think he was doing that last game. That's why, he had a couple big offensive rebound finishes as well. Those little things can help you get going offensively.
As the starting point guard, what do you think is maybe the reason behind the low assist to turnover rate right now?
Yeah, I'd take it upon myself. I've had a lot of some sloppy turnovers with my footwork, having a lot of travel calls these first 4 games. And, I got to be better. That's mainly on me. And I'd say, again, just getting us into our spots quicker. And really, if we need to slow the tempo down, slowing it down, or picking up and pushing, kind of picking and choosing when we do that. But I think as a team, we've had some times where we over-penetrate a little bit, where we think we have it, it's not there. And I think that just comes with playing together more. And obviously, we need to get that figured out quick. But I take a lot of ownership in that and need to improve that way.
Anything else, Rollie? What time were you able to get back to sleep on Sunday after the
I didn't really leave my bed, so I tried to just plug my ears and close my eyes. But it was interesting. But stuff happens. So.
Did that have any impact, just with your energy?
No. I felt great. I know our team did. I think you could use any excuse, just being on the road anyway, different bed, whatever. But I don't think that had anything to do with how we played. I think we just need to come out stronger right away. Obviously, giving up a big lead like that to a great team is hard to come back from. So, just some of those things I mentioned, coming in, playing our game and our pace is what will help us get a win.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.